Picture this: Andrew Tate, the top G himself, once at the height of internet fame, swaggering with endless bravado about wealth, masculinity, and a lifestyle seemingly tailor-made for the Instagram age. Now, cracks in the armor are starting to show, and conspiracy theories are swirling that Tate's influence is on the decline. What happened? Is Tate falling off the edge? Or is it just another chapter in his elaborate web of control over his own narrative? Let's dive into this with the magnifying glass that every conspiracy theorist loves to whip out when the lights dim and the smoke starts swirling. Andrew Tate burst into mainstream consciousness by tapping into a cocktail of shock value, provocative opinions, and a relentless social media presence. Whether it was his unapologetic takes on hustle culture or controversial remarks on gender roles, Tate understood one thing: attention. He weaponized controversy, and for a while it worked. His Hustlers University, a program supposedly teaching the masses how to get rich like him, amassed thousands of subscribers. But here's where it gets juicy. Recently, his empire has shown some pretty visible signs of decline. Several internet conspiracies point to Tate's fall from grace, starting when major platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube booted him for violating their policies. And let's be real, when you're in the business of selling a public persona, being deplatformed is like losing your megaphone. For a guy whose entire shtick is commanding attention, this was a big hit. Some say Tate's subsequent arrest in Romania, tied to allegations of human trafficking, further sent his empire spiraling. Though he was released, the stain on his reputation lingered. Suddenly, Tate wasn't the invincible top G anymore. He was mortal, vulnerable even, to the very systems he claimed he could outsmart. A deeper conspiracy brewing here suggests Tate's downfall might not be entirely organic. Could it be that Tate's enemies, whether from big tech or shadowy elites, are orchestrating this fall from the shadows? Tate himself has often claimed that the Matrix is out to get him, a reference to forces working to suppress men like him, who encourage freedom from societal expectations. To some of his most die-hard fans, this idea holds water. They believe the system couldn't tolerate Tate's brand of radical self-sufficiency, so they clipped his wings. Whether that's true or just Tate playing 5D chess with public perception, it's fascinating to watch unfold. But hold up, there's another angle worth dissecting. Some theorists argue that the fall of Tate might actually be part of his master plan. Think about it. What better way to reinforce your persona as a misunderstood alpha than to portray yourself as a victim of a massive, unseen conspiracy? By framing his deplatforming as part of a grander scheme, Tate stokes the fires of his most loyal followers, fueling their belief that they too are part of some rebellion against the mainstream. In fact, even when his platform shrunk, his influence spread through fan accounts and underground networks, suggesting that the legend of Andrew Tate may not be as easy to extinguish as some hope. Let's not forget Hustlers University. In its heyday, it was hailed by Tate as the ultimate blueprint for financial success, teaching the masses how to hustle their way to wealth through cryptocurrency, e-commerce, and stocks. But now, there's increasing chatter that it's starting to lose credibility. Some users have started to call out the program, claiming it's more of a glorified pyramid scheme than a legitimate source of knowledge. You see, when the student numbers are shrinking and the once bragged about income numbers are harder to come by, it makes you wonder if this is Tate's empire beginning to crumble from the inside. Yet there are still those who hold on to the belief that the top G is merely adjusting his strategies in the face of new challenges. What's my take? It's like watching a high-stakes game of poker where you're not sure if Tate is bluffing or if he's been dealt a terrible hand and is just too good at keeping a straight face. Personally, I think Tate's decline is a combination of external pressure and internal mismanagement. The platforms might have clipped his wings, but let's not forget Tate's penchant for stirring the pot and fanning flames wherever possible. His fan base, while shrinking, remains fiercely loyal, and that kind of dedication doesn't evaporate overnight. In the conspiracy world, this could be seen as Tate simply shifting gears, playing the long game, and using his fall as a way to deepen his mythos. Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure. Andrew Tate isn't going down quietly. Whether it's a full-blown crash or just another calculated pivot, the internet will be watching. So grab your popcorn, because the story of Andrew Tate is far from over.